Hey guys, how you doing? This is Nick. I'm Kathy's husband, and I just want to spend a few minutes talking to you guys about the coaching opportunity and some skepticism that you might have, or particularly some skepticism that your spouses might have, like I had. So let me kind of step you through the story of how Kathy became a coach and how I went from being the world's biggest skeptic into being an extremely firm believer in this company and the products and the business model itself, actually. So 3 months before Kathy became a coach, we went out for dinner with another couple who happens to be Kathy's coach, and she brought up the opportunity to Kathy. Now, we were already very familiar with P90X. We'd done P90X, way back in 2007, I think it was, or 2008, and we both gotten in the best shape of our lives. So we absolutely loved the programs, right? But the second I heard about the coaching opportunity, I'd read things before about pyramid schemes, and I had some preconceived notions about what they were. And I immediately told Kathy, I go, there is no way you're going to get involved with this. You're going to waste your time. It's a total gamble. Your success is going to be based on, you might as well go to the casino and throw your money on the table, right? And see if you can succeed that way. So Kathy listened to me, right, initially, and she was like, okay, I probably won't do it. And, she kind of said, I don't think I'm going to have time to do it anyway, because we have 2 kids at home. We had at that point in time, we had a 4-month-old and an almost 2-year-old. So we were just thinking that, this isn't going to happen, right? There's no way. So as Kathy's explained in some other videos, we were struggling financially. I mean, I have a good job, but the income that I was making just wasn't making ends meet for us on a month-to-month basis. So every month we'd sort of slip further and further into debt. So we were looking for things to do, and I was running some businesses on the side. I have an MBA in entrepreneurship. I've run 5 different companies, and skipping ahead a little bit, but Kathy's Beachbody business has exceeded all of the companies I've started and ran in the course of just 1 year. So turns out that even though I have all the business experience, she somehow ended up becoming the successful entrepreneur, which I'm so proud of her for. But here's some things that I first thought of, right? I thought it was going to be a pyramid scheme, right? And I didn't know what a pyramid scheme was. I just labeled it that way because it was a network marketing company, right? And one of the things that I love about Beachbody, and I've since learned, right? So I spent a lot of time researching it after we heard about this, because Kathy and I kept talking about it. We said, maybe we should try it. So I spent a lot of time researching it. And one of the things that I've learned about is that a true pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme, first of all, they're illegal, right? But the other side of it is that the way that you get paid is based on the people below you that you sign up, their money rolling up to you, right? That doesn't happen with Beachbody. Where's the money coming from that coaches are getting paid, right? At the end of the day, it's coming from people doing challenge groups. It's coming from people doing fitness programs and buying Shakeology and buying P90X and T25 and 21-Day Fix and all these other great programs that are out there, right? And it's from people getting results, and loving the programs. And for me, that was a huge eye-opener, right? Because I had this impression, like, for someone to succeed in a multi-level marketing company, right, or a network marketing company, people under them had to basically roll it up. And that's just not how it works. I mean, you can make more money than the people above you. And you can have a lot of success that's driven by sales to consumers, right? So for me, that was a big thing that made me get more comfortable with it. The second thing that I didn't understand is how do you get paid, right? I didn't want to hear the rah, rah, rah and the flag waving and, all the cheerleading that kind of goes along with it, right? I want to understand, if you're going to make, a certain amount of income, what does that look like? What do I need to do to make that happen, right? So I dug into the compensation plan, and I'm not going to lie, it's fairly thick, right? And it's a little bit of a complicated read, and it took me some time to really understand it, but now I feel like I know the thing inside now. So if any of you guys have specific questions about something, please let me know. But understanding the compensation plan and seeing people who are successful in this company and understanding how that compensation plan ties into that made me understand that the opportunity is legitimate, right? And like I said before, I had this impression like this was sort of like a lottery kind of system, right? People who succeeded it was based on luck, right? It couldn't be further from the truth. At the end of the day, this business is entirely driven by the amount of work and effort that you put into it, right? Kathy works hard at it, and so she's progressed quickly at it. Other people don't put in as much time, but as long as you're putting in time, you're progressing forward, right? So I've seen coaches in Upline Star Diamond page who have built 6-figure incomes over the course of 6 or 7 years, right? And I've seen people who've done it over the course of a year and a half, right? It all depends on what you're willing to put into it, right? And for me, that was really critical too, because I had this impression, like I said before, that it was sort of a lottery system. And what I've since learned is that it really isn't. It's based on the work that you put in and how you improve yourself to make those goals come true, right? So it took Kathy like 3 months to sign up. Again, I was extremely skeptical about it. I told her, don't do it. You're going to waste money. Ultimately, what we decided as a couple was, I'm not the kind of husband that would ever tell my spouse, you can't do something, right? I mean, if she wants to do it, it's her prerogative. I mean, I'm going to give her my opinion on it, and, she can try it. And so the decision that we came up with as a couple was, let's try it for 2-3 months. Let's see how it goes. If you don't at least pay for your Shakeology, then we're going to have to call it quits, because we can't afford to be doing this every month. And, right out of the gate, Kathy proved me wrong. I mean, she made like $100 her first week. She made she got a few people signed into a challenge pack, right? And so that was exciting, because I was like, okay, great. I mean, at that point in time, she was tutoring 3 nights a week at $50 an hour. So she was making $150 a week. And I said, if you can make that back, if you can make $150 or $100 a week, that's great. And you don't have to tutor anymore, right? So it didn't take her long to get to that point. But then what was even more awesome was seeing people's feedback to her about what she was doing, right? After her first 21-day fix challenge group ran up, she got like 5 or 6 emails from people saying how great they felt, how they lost weight, how they have fit into clothes they hadn't fit into before, how they have developed more self-confidence. I mean, all these amazing positive stories, because she made this choice, right, to do this. And to me, that was like also it was really cool to see. And I was really impressed with that, because I thought, it's not, now I understand the compensation plan. I see it's having a real effect on people's lives. And that's been really amazing. And beyond that, like for us, I mean, it's helped Kathy and I stay more accountable to our fitness than we ever have before. She's been, coaching now for a long time, and I've been more consistent with my weight than I've ever been before. I've always yo-yoed up and down, and I've been, within a 10-pound range. I'm not going to lie, in Christmas time, around the holidays, I still, drink some extra beers and things like that and put on a little bit, but I've been making much more consistent choices, right? So, really, in my mind, what really got me over that hump and my skepticism as a spouse was understanding the compensation plan, understanding that the way that people are getting paid is based on sales to consumers, and helping people reach their fitness goals, right? I mean, the money's coming from people who are having success with the product, right? And like I said, we had a belief in the product, before Kathy ever became a coach. It was just, getting to understand the plan a little better. So that's sort of my story. If you guys have any specific questions, please reach out to Kathy or myself, and I'd be happy to answer anything specifically you might have. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.